Travel west from Midtown Manhattan through the Lincoln Tunnel to the Jersey side. It's MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Here's the kicker, Harrison Mevis, out to get us started. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. On the ground, this is James Cook. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. Out of the gun, here's Allen. That's taken in by Shakir. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Trying to avoid the early 3 and out, they face 3rd and a yard. And he's going to be brought down behind the line. This defense fired up to start the game. It's 4th down.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. RPO, quick throw, grabbed by Wilson. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Taylor, the tight end, is in motion. Fields now on 2nd down. He's got a receiver, Alan Lazard. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
On 1st and 10, Fields. This one taken in by Reynolds. And he's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard. Taylor, the tight end, is in motion. Now a 2nd down throw for Fields. He connects. It's in the hands of Reynolds. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a 1st down.
And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
Taylor, the tight end, is in motion. 2nd down. It's Fields. That's to the running back, Breece Hall. And a good job rallying to the football. Hold him just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number two, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing.
And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
Oh, a miss hit there, off the side of his foot. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Bills offense ready now for their second drive. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. The tight end Kincaid in motion. On 1st and 10, it's Allen. Stretching the field is Knox. Big strides. Look at him go. That long one's going to bring them 1st and goal. He is brought down at the 5-yard line.
There's a lot of factors that make this play so successful, Mike, and clearly the ability of this tight end to not only find the open space in the defense, but then after the catch to turn into a runner. That is very rare at the tight end position. We're seeing it more and more often, though, over the last couple years. And then the accuracy of the quarterback to not only deliver the ball to the open receiver, but to do it in a way that allows him to comfortably turn into a runner and not have to slow down and pick up those extra yards after the catch.
Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal. One more time with Cook. This defense back up, but stepping up. No gain on the play. It stays at the 3.
Although I would have liked to have seen them throw the ball on one of the 2 prior downs. Now, after getting stopped twice, Mike, they haven't gained an inch on the ground. I think on 3rd down, you have no choice but to put the ball in the hands of your quarterback and see if he can make a play through the air.
On 3rd and goal, here is Allen. And that is punt in the end zone. He's in. Keon Coleman. Touchdown, Buffalo.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. This one taken at the 7. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Jets offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Fields. Quick throw, taken in, and that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Second down and 3. Reynolds is the motion man here. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. Quick slant into the hands of Wilson. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. Reynolds is the motion man here. Fields now to throw on first down. Quick throw here is complete. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. They go play action with Fields. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it.
So on these play calls, Mike, on 3rd and inches, typically how it goes is we're going to try to take a shot, then there's a medium zone option, and then the last resort is just pick up the first down with something underneath and get that fresh set of down. So in this case, he settles for the underneath throw, but it's still enough to pick up the first down.
A give. Here's Hall. Look at him stay on his feet as he's able to shimmy his way for a gain of about 5.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Fields now. Gets that one to the veteran Lazard. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. On the give, it's Hall. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Another run here with Hall. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard.
You have to wonder if next time, does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play? It was clear before the ball was snapped, this was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
Fields from the gun on 3rd down. He gets this one complete to Reynolds. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
And he'll plunge forward to the 2, setting up 2nd and goal. From a little closer, here's 2nd and goal. Fields to throw. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Justin Fields. Touchdown, Jets. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. To return, here's Jaquan Hardy. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. So now here comes the Buffalo offense heading back out onto the field. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Allen. The throw on the run is complete. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. From the gun, Josh Allen. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete. Keon Coleman, the intended receiver. And it'll be 2nd down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes, so give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
He's going to run it. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
Allen going to give it to Cook. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. The tight end Kincaid in motion. Now it's Allen. He's going to tuck it and go. And they finally get him down, but not before he brings it to the 4-yard line.
What I like the most here is just the decision that when he wants to be a runner, he commits to being a runner, and he's able to weave his way downfield, pick up the 1st down, sets up 1st and goal.
From the 4-yard line, trying to punch it in. 1st down and goal. Out of the gun, here's Allen. That's hauled in at the 2. To the goal line and in. Khalil Shakir. Touchdown, Bills. Here's Bass now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Bills will move out to a 14-7 lead. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. He fields it at the 8. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. So now the Jets offense ready to take over once more. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run, and it's Hall. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. To throw is Fields. Throwing right, it's taken in. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
I love the timing between the receiver and the quarterback. It's a really nice route. He's going to take this up the field, and then when he pulls that string back and he comes out of his break, the ball is there immediately. You can't wait for the receiver to actually look. This ball is well in the air before that receiver comes out of his cut.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
Fields now on second down. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down. Now Fields. He's got his man. Complete to Wilson. Big gain for the Jets there. And even 30 yards.
Defensively, you put so much effort about defending the middle of the field. You know that's the valuable real estate every offense is looking to attack. But what does that do, Mike? It makes you a little susceptible to the throws outside the numbers, and it leads to a chunk play.
And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be second down. Taylor, the tight end, is in motion. Now a second down throw for Fields. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The defender saw this the entire way, Mike. He actually ran the route before the receiver even got to his spot. I think they're fortunately this one didn't end up getting picked and going the other way.
They'll empty out the backfield and line up for 3rd and 3. To throw is Fields. A throw left side, taken in by Wilson. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
I think there's one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make.
And he's going to have that 1st down. They didn't want to settle for 3. And now it's 1st and goal.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike. And what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that.
Ball is at the 8 for 2nd and goal. Taylor, the tight end, is in motion. One more time, they give it to Hall. And he's close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him short, put him down at the 1. The ball inches from the goal line. 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Hall. And that big offensive line. Clearing space. He's in. Reese Hall. Touchdown, New York. So on 3rd and goal, they run it in. Sometimes, Greg, that's 4-down territory. They didn't need to do it on 4th down. Taking care of it on the 3rd down for the touchdown.
Yeah, and when you find yourself down here this close, Mike, you have to finish these drives off. I'm with you. I think he was going to give his back 2 shots there to punch it in, but he only needed 1.
So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. This will be returned from the 6. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Bills offense ready to take over once again. This one, everything we could have hoped for to this point. All even at 14. They'll start this drive with first down. From the shotgun, it's Allen. He gets this to the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. In motion, Shakir. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And he's going to get it. First down, taking this one up past the 40-yard line.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
The tight end Kincaid in motion. Off the play fake, here's Allen. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes.
They probably would have been better off just handing the ball off to the running back, Mike, because when they used him as a decoy, nobody fell for it. By the time he finished his fake and got his head around, the defense was all over him.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. The tight end Kincaid in motion. Play clock has expired. They're not going to get this one off on top. From the gun, it's Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Just seems like another case of predetermining where the quarterback is going to go with the ball. He had a lot of good route options on that last concept. I think if he just remains a little bit more patient, read the play out, let it unfold, will lead to some easier and better completions.
And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Jets offense ready to get back at it. They'll work in a tie game here in the 2nd quarter and get started with 1st and 10. We're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. Fields. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too. Second down, it's Fields. They'll set up the screen to Hall, and he's going to be out of bounds, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. They had the right play call. The screen goes for 15 and a first down.
And this is why most teams, Mike, decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle four. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeouts. You can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break.
He was looking for Garrett Wilson there, and it'll lead to a second down. From the shotgun, it's Fields. He connects. It's in the hands of Reynolds. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a first down.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the first down.
And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
Reynolds is the motion man here. Fields now. That one caught by Wilson. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. First and 10. Back to throw is Fields. This one caught by Lazard. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. So not quite first and goal. It's first and 10. They're pretty close. Taylor, the tight end, is in motion. A throw left side, but it's incomplete.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
Here's Fields. This one taken in by Reynolds. And he'll take it on in. Josh Reynolds. Touchdown, New York.
And that was just a great drive, really from start to finish, Mike. You could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm, mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. When you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns, man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Bills offense going to get it one final time in this first half. They're searching here for the tying score, down 21-14. And they'll begin 1st and 10. Now Allen. That's taken in. It's James Cook. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. The Bills offense going to get it one last time here late in the opening half. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. From the gun, Josh Allen. And he's got Palmer. It's complete. And he will go all the way. Joshua Palmer. Touchdown, Buffalo.
That is just a complete disaster. I mean, we're in the final seconds of the first half, Mike, and you give up a huge explosive play that results in a touchdown. No matter what you've done all half, it completely changes the game.
The extra point by Bass is good. And the Bills will even the score. It's now 21-all. Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. The Jets offense going to take over just before the half. This one tight throughout, all level at 21 as they'll search for a go-ahead score. They'll break the huddle, coming up now for 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. Not much there. Maybe a yard. The Jets offense back onto the field for their next possession. Here's a 2nd and 9. Now, Fields. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I know this play results in an incomplete pass, but I think this is a really good job by the quarterback. His clock was going off. He felt that rush. He had no immediate target to go to with the ball. Instead, throw it away. Don't take the sack. Live for another day.
This time they stay on the ground. And now we'll get a late timeout coming in the waning moments of this second quarter. The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. Open man, right side. He's got it. We have hit halftime. We're going to take a quick break, come back, second half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams look good on the offensive side in the first half. Will it carry over? We're about to find out. Second half is underway. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The home team's offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. Both these offenses have been informal. Is the defense going to show up? Can anybody come up with a stop? All tied here in this third quarter, and it's 1st and 10. They put Wilson in motion. They go play action with Fields. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
They teach these defensive ends to rush to the X. The X is the spot where the quarterback stops his drop, and you can see when he hit that back foot, he had nowhere to go, and he's able to bring him down for a big sack.
Fields now on 2nd down. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Fields. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eyes go down. He starts moving around the pocket. Nowhere to go with the ball, and they bring him down for a sack.
Here's Hardy to return. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The visitors' offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. They'll come up here 1st and 10. The tight end Kincaid in motion. On 1st and 10, it's Allen. That's brought in by the tight end Knox. They get 11 and quickly pick up a 1st down.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
Throwing now, Allen here on 1st down. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Out of the gun, here's Allen. That's taken in by Shakir. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass, get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down. The tight end Kincaid in motion. One more time going up top with Allen. He'll find his running back, Cook. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Allen going to throw again. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal.
I think they're going to have to be more creative here on the back end with the types of coverages they show this quarterback. Change the look pre-snap to post-snap. Mix in zone, mix in man. They got to make it more challenging on the quarterback going forward.
Over the top, he's got it. Khalil Shakir, touchdown Bills. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing. And, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed. So replay is going to take a look at this one and make sure it is good for 6. Now Bass to tack on the extra point. The kick is good. And the Bills go up by 7, 28-21. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. Kene Wanwu now to return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The home team's offense getting set to get back to work. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Taylor, the tight end, is in motion. On 1st and 10, Fields. That's caught over the middle. It's Wilson. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice 1st down pickup.
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. Throwing is Fields. Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25.
This is an element to his game that we don't necessarily spend a lot of time talking about. He's not known as a traditional runner at the quarterback position. But when he has some space like he had here, he is more than capable of not only converting 1st downs, but picking up big chunk plays.
On the handoff, here comes Hall. And he's going to struggle to get back to the line, maybe a yard. Matt Milano there to stop him. Here's 2nd and 9. Fields to throw. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
This pass defense, it just has to be better than this, Mike. They have to do a better job accounting for everybody in their coverages. They have to play their defense exactly according to the plan, because if not, this quarterback has enough weapons, he can spread the ball out and find the open space.
A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Fields. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Working out of the gun, it's Fields. He'll look underneath for Hall. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. The Jets will send out the field goal unit. This about as short as you can get. Good snap. Good hold. Good kick. And the Jets will cut the lead down to 4.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through and they get 3.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to take over possession of the football. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. In motion, Shakir. They'll go play action here with Allen. Pass complete right side to Kincaid. Give him 14 on that play. One first down.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
The tight end Kincaid in motion. Now Allen on first down. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
The quarterback just has no chance to escape when the offensive line gets beat that fast. When the defensive line can get in the backfield before the quarterback even hits his back foot of his drop, he's got no choice but to just eat the sack and live to play another play.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. He's got his tight end, Kincaid. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play.
After that first down sack, I think we both kind of looked at each other and said, all right, well, there goes this drive. But a really nice job there in the passing game on 2nd down. That big chunk brings them from 2nd and long to now at least 3rd and manageable.
That one caught. It's Knox, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
3rd down is when we see so many tight ends around the league really make their money. They operate in the middle of the field. They're a big, easy target for the quarterback, and even if they are covered, Mike, they're not really ever covered.
A run up the middle with Cook. And he brings it down to about the 28-yard line. That's Jermaine Johnson there on the stop. Once again, it's Cook. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Allen. He'll let this go towards the end zone.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, You're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
Pass's kick is good. And the Bills will extend their third-quarter lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
So after the made field goal, Bass is back out there to kick it away. On the return, here comes Wanwu. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The home team's offense ready to see what they can do. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They give to Hall. And he'll work this forward to the 35. It is Joey Bosa there on the tackle. So no shortage of offense in this one as we end the third. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 7. Here's Fields. Got a man downfield. It's Wilson. No touchdown, but they are close. Going to be 1st and goal. They've got it at the 3.
They really showed off their connection on that pitch and catch, Mike, and just really good ball placement and really good separation downfield. And when those two things align, it's just really challenging for a defender to stay with them and take that play away.
They put Wilson in motion. They'll run. It's Hall. And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up 2nd and goal. The ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. To throw is Fields. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Justin Fields. Touchdown, Jets. A huge touchdown there in the 4th quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Bills offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. This game all even now following that touchdown a moment ago, and they'll look to retake the lead on this drive. It starts with 1st down. From the gun, Josh Allen. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
At this stage of the game, one play could be the difference between winning and losing, and that dangerous throw is just a little risky for my liking. I understand the notion of trying to make a play and being aggressive, But one turnover here, and this game could be over.
On second down, here is Allen. And this ball's going to be incomplete. Trying to get it to Dalton Kincaid there. And it's going to be third down.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
On third down, it's Josh Allen. He's got his man. That's Coleman. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 73 yards. Touchdown, Buffalo. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the fourth quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now the pressure shifts to your defense. Your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Jets offense ready to get back at it. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Here's Hall. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
In motion comes Lazard. They go play action with Fields. Catch made right side by Wilson. Taylor, the tight end, is in motion. Now a 2nd down throw for Fields. That's to the right side and incomplete.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays. But I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate a little bit of a spark.
Fields from the gun on 3rd down. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the first down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. Open man is Lazard. He's got it. And he's going to have the Jets.
Say what you want about this group, Mike, but they certainly aren't scared. I mean, not only to go for it on 4th down, but the quarterback decides to throw that ball into double coverage and somehow still resulted in them being able to extend this drive.
Taylor, the tight end, is in motion. Play action now for Fields. Oh, the blitz overwhelming the offensive line, and down he goes.
With the right personnel, the safety position is like the ultimate chess piece, right? You can put him in center field to play pass. You can bring him up and make him a pseudo linebacker, but you also can bring him on pressure, Mike, and that's what this guy does so well. The timing and the speed, he got there in a hurry.
Fields now on second down. There's that man again. Another catch. Big play coming up. This is third down. Fields. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
And this is going to work out for him. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. So now here comes the Buffalo offense heading back out onto the field. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. The tight end Kincaid in motion. They'll start on the ground with Cook. And not much room to run there. He'll only get to the 6-yard line. That's Palmer, the man in motion. Out of the gun, here's Allen. That's taken in by Shakir. And he's going to be taken down up around the 24-yard line.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
That's Palmer, the man in motion. Off the play fake, here's Allen. That's to the left side where he's got Kincaid. 18 on the gain again. And another 1st down.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
That's to Kincaid once again. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Throwing again, it's Allen. He connects with Palmer on that one. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9. That's Palmer, the man in motion. Again, it's Allen. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Sauce Gardner. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. The offense trying to extend the lead, but the defense, not only the takeaway, but Greg, the pick 6, and they can tie this thing up.
Yeah, and this game has been in the balance the entire way, and now for this defense to come up with this pick 6, they've got a decision to make now, finding themselves down by 1 here in the 2nd half.
all even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The visitors' offense ready to come back out for this next possession. We're all even. Fourth quarter, so every drive so important at this stage. And they'll start with 1st and 10. The tight end Kincaid in motion. On 1st and 10, it's Allen. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
They'll set up the screen to Cook. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. He'll try and run here with Cook. The Bills bringing on their punting unit. Important punt here in this tie game late. A fair catch called for and made just beyond their own 15. So now the Jets offense ready to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Fields. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. He'll look deep, left sideline. That is brought in. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25.
And how impressive was that, Mike? I mean, not only to be able to generate that amount of separation downfield, but then to track the ball. Remember, this was a running back, but he looked like a wide receiver, and we're looking around the league, Mike, and a lot of these backs, in order to play in today's NFL, you have to be part receiver. Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Fields gets that one to the veteran Lazard. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down. Hall. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. So now out comes the field goal unit in this pressure spot. This to grab a late lead. This kick is good. They move out front and take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the fourth quarter.
So they lead by 3 here in this fourth quarter. Now have to turn it over to the defense as they kick it off. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Bills offense about ready to take over once more. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. He'll drop this underneath to Cook. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Here is 2nd and 7. Now Allen. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
On 3rd down, it's Allen. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Carter. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Taylor, the tight end, is in motion. They'll go again with Hall. And he'll bring this inside the 15. That's good enough for the 1st down. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So this one in the win column for the Jets. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Jets as we say goodbye from MetLife Stadium.